Today we are filming an incredible Volvo dealer time capsule. Just look at the dust on these cars. This one looks like it could be a special model. How many years has this been parked up for? I've never seen cobwebs like that in a showroom before. I cannot believe these cars have been left here for over 20 years. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm in the Netherlands, but I'm going to be travelling through to Belgium to go and check out a time capsule Volvo dealership which has still got cars in. It looks very cool, I cannot wait to show you. Let's jump in the van, go and check it out and see what we can find. Sorry, but that is ridiculous. That, if cows did weight training, that bull would win a prize. Have you ever seen muscles like that on a bull before? That is crazy. Oh my god. Right, let's carry on. Okay guys, so we've just pulled up, we've just spoken to the guy inside the petrol station. He said it's fine for us to film here today. I didn't realise, but it was actually his father's business. And it's quite a nice story actually. So his father stopped trading here and they live upstairs. They actually live above the petrol station here. We've just filled the van up as well, so we've topped up on that. And so yeah, they stopped trading here and basically everything is still here. It's been left pretty much like a time capsule. We've got some nice cars outside, we've got some really nice cars inside over there. Can't wait to see what they are. But we'll start off with this one first. So this looks like an old Volvo estate. Is it an 850? 850 GLT. You can see this has been parked up here for a very long time. Lots of mould on it. Lots of, well, I don't know what that is actually. You can see, actually look inside here. Oh, this is cool. Didn't realise there was cars inside here too. Wow, look at that. And we can see, well, the inside doesn't look too bad in there actually, it looks quite good. Do you know what, I reckon with a nice clean, this car will come up quite nice actually. Wow. God, what a waste, isn't it? I'd love to have that. I've always wanted a Volvo like that. In fact, if any of you guys know of any for sale, let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to buy one of these one day. We've got another one here. This is a saloon car. Pretty much the same car, GLT, but it's a saloon rather than an estate. Actually looks a lot cleaner than the other one. Really, really nice cars. I think they've aged so well. I think I prefer the colour on this one though, actually a lot darker. It looks really, really cool. What is in there? I mean, he did tell me that unfortunately we can't go inside. He hasn't got the key, so he won't let us inside today, but we can look through the window, and to be honest, we can pretty much see everything through the window anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to try and get around, we go around the front of this one. Quick look inside. Yeah, it's a lot better condition, that one, compared to the other one here. God, I wonder if these cars are for sale. But it's not easy getting them back to the UK, you know, we're over here with the van, and trying to get this back would be a pain in the bum really in this situation. So maybe, I don't know, if they are for sale, maybe we can come back and put them on a trailer or something, bring them back. I'll have a chat with him before we go and see what he says. But looking in there, that's some kind of a truck. We've got more vehicles at the back there. Oh, I'd love to go and have a look inside there. I bet there's all sorts of stuff in there. Now this one here, oh my goodness, look at the dust on that. It is completely covered in dust. Spiderwebs around the bottom. These cars haven't moved for years. What an incredible place this is. Just look at those cobwebs around the tyres as well. You can see the cars haven't been moved for ages. My God. Look at the dust on it too. They're completely covered in dust, these cars. Wow. If I had more time, I'd probably offer to go in there and give them a clean up for him, because it's quite sad to see them in this state. But having said that, I mean, I love finding cars like this in these conditions. My God, I'd love to buy one of these. Now this one here looks like an American spec one. Quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Love the front headlights on that. I think they look really cool. They really suit that car. If you guys know different, let me know in the comments below, please. Again, like the other car, it is completely covered in dust. It hasn't moved for years. Just look at the cobwebs around the wheel and the bumper. Again, covered in dust. It's crazy that these cars have been left here for so long. Oh, I'd love that. Now this one here, I think I prefer the front end on this one. I like the bumper, but again, the cobwebs, I think this is probably the worst one in here actually, looking at that. Maybe it's been here the longest, you know, we don't know. Oh, I'd love to buy that car. I really would. Imagine getting that home and giving it its first wash. That would be so satisfying. Putting a jet wash on it and just watching all that dust blow off. Oh, I'd really want to do that. In fact, it looks like the American one has been cleaned more recently than the others. You can see there that the dust on the floor. I mean, I don't think these cars have been out in at least 10, maybe 15 years. I don't know, we don't know. I mean, he was a very chatty bloke, but he didn't really want to say too much. And I can understand that, you know, someone coming from a different country in a different van, pulling up on the petrol forecourt, and jump out, and the first thing I've got is a camera in my hand and trying to explain myself what I'm doing. Sometimes it's easy. You can see the road's quite busy here, so I imagine a lot of people know where this is. We're not actually far from a very, very famous racetrack, so anyone who goes to that racetrack will probably know exactly where this is. So let's go and have a look at the last one here. Now this one is probably the oldest one here. Volvo 240 is that, I think? I don't know. GL model, Greater Luxury I believe that stands for. This has definitely got the best front end. I love these cars. How they've aged as well, they've aged so well when you compare them to the other ones. I think that one there just stands out from the rest, it really does. So yeah, again, like the other cars, covered in dust, loads of cobwebs around it. This is a complete Volvo dealership time capsule, it really is, and I love it. I love the fact that we've actually found this. We didn't actually plan to come here really, it was a bit of a last minute thing. It popped up and I've done a bit of research, found out where it was, and we sort of altered the trip to come and have a look. God, look at it. Look at the dust around that car. The cobwebs as well, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, the place is just a complete time capsule. Complete time capsule. There's a big crack in the window there, that's not very good. And again, like the other cars, you can see the amount of dust build up and all the cobwebs around the side look. Yeah, it just makes you wonder how many years has these cars actually, you know, been here for and not moved. Oh, that's really cool, look. Volvo sound system. Do you know, I bet there is so much back there. You can only imagine, you know, that the office, everything looks as if it's still got all the stuff in there through that window there. But just look at the size of the building. I can only imagine how many incredible things are back there. But he did say that we weren't allowed in this part, so it's, you know, we have to respect his wishes. You know, he's let us basically film from the outside today, and that's good. So I'm glad we can do that. But yeah, on another day maybe, I don't know if he's got a bit more time. You know, I've met him once or twice before, he might remember me. He might let me come back and film out the back. Don't know, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But nevertheless, this is still an incredible place. Just look at those front ends down there. That you can imagine these cars when they were brand new back in the day, all for sale. Oh, they just look so good. I think they look very similar to the old Jeep XJs, you know, the Cherokees. I think the old Volvos and the Jeeps had a very similar sort of style to them. And well, my girlfriend's actually got a Jeep Cherokee XJ, and she's actually told me that she wants a Volvo as well. So, and I must admit, I've always wanted one of these. I just love the front of them. Just look at those fronts. They're brilliant. Absolutely beautiful cars. And the colour on this one here, I know I said I liked the one before, but I think this is actually my favourite car with a favourite colour. Beautiful, beautiful things. So I've just come back to this point ago. I've noticed there's a sign in there that's got a Volvo name on it, but look at the dates. 1927 to 1977. Now the chap said his father stopped selling cars here back in the early 90s. And I imagine most of these cars have actually been left there since then. But they do still live here. Like I said before, they actually live in the house above here. And they still use the petrol station. The petrol station's used every single day. Although, looking at the prices, I mean, it's not terribly high considering where we are, but I just think it's lovely. I think it's lovely that the family is still here, although the business is sadly no longer running anymore. You know, they are still living and breathing here, and I think that's brilliant. But what's going to happen to these cars? You know, are they ever going to get sold? Are they going to stay here forever? We don't know. We just don't know. But if it was my place, if I owned these cars, I mean, I'd probably definitely use that as a daily because I love that one. I mean, it looks cool where they're covered in dust and just laid up here, but would it be beneficial to clean the place up and almost have it like a museum? Or do they look better like this? Let me know in the comments below if you think that they should clean these cars and tidy the place up and make it look like a museum, or leave it as it is. You know, lost, forgotten, not abandoned because they still live here. It's just a time capsule, like I said before. It is a time capsule dealership. Even the office and everything is still in there. You can just about see that through the reflection. You know, there's a bottle of water, look, you can see it just there, with some water still in it. How long has that been there for? Oh, it is crazy, it really is. There's no signage on the building anymore. All of that's been taken down because we filmed the Renault place fairly recently, and that still had the Renault signs up the top, which I thought was really, really cool. But this place hasn't got that. Well guys, that is pretty much it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Please go and check out the Instagram, which is TheBeardedExplorer_, and also go and check out the Facebook page. Like always, I put all the pictures on Facebook, 10 of best on Instagram, and we'll see you on next week's video.